Hello. I don't know why I have so much weird pent-up energy right now. We're just gonna breathe it out. You know what's the freaking worst? So you have a crush on this guy, or maybe you're talking to him, but he's like really cute. We know he's cute. And you're just sitting there waiting for his text all day. You remember, you texted him at 3:42 p.m. and now it has been exactly 56 hours and he still hasn't texted you back. And you're like, where is this guy? Is he lost? Is he dying? Because that's the only excuse. Because some part of you hopes that this next text is him confessing his undying love for you. Me, I'm projecting. You try your best to put your phone away, stay present with your friends and family, but it still doesn't help feeling that little bit of disappointment every time you look at that empty notification screen. Or maybe it's full of friends who love you, but you still are like, this one name never popped up on my screen and I'm so sad. You're thinking about him right now, aren't you? I'm just hoping that everybody watching this video is exactly like me. Honestly, I feel you on so many different levels here. I do this literally all the time. I pretty much have a new crush every week. And whenever this new person texts me, and it could be the most simple like, how are you? I lose my frickin' mind. I feel so happy. I feel so euphoric that they even took the time out of their busy day to text me. And for some reason, this little effort they put in to contact me feels like they're finally showing this interest back. And who doesn't want to be loved back? Then those times when they sometimes wait 2 or 3 or 4 days to text back, I'm on utter distraught. These up and downs get really tiring, quite honestly. All for someone that doesn't even give me the time of day. And I'm not saying this is your situation, but it's mine. I feel like I over amplify situations and put way too much excitement on like one text or one call. See, I know I'm a little boy crazy. Okay, a lot. Stop pestering me. I think about them all the time. When will I see you next? When are we getting married? What will our kids look like? You see what I mean by obsessed? And I've been thinking about this for a few weeks now, and I've been really trying hard to break these cycles of just obsession, but it's hard. If I have a romantic interest, I would like to be secure in it right now. Me being patient is just not a thing. I'm very happy with who I am and with myself, but when there's some romantic interest in play, I kind of lose that. And then I fully put all my attention on, I love this person, let me make them love me back. But I just want to be in the place where I feel present and not so worried about someone else liking me. I want to be in the mindset of being surprised if I get a text rather than this kind of expectation. How do I do this? Well, there are a few things that I've noticed have helped me not be so crazy obsessive. I guess it was just like a change in mindset about how I looked at romantic interests and texts in general. Number 1, stop putting them on a pedestal. What I'm starting to realize is that I make up a lot of narratives and what ifs in my head. I start to associate the person that I've made up in my head as the person who I'm texting, but they're 2 different people. And that's the thing. All of these narratives are based on like 2 facts that I know about this person, that they're cute and they're talking to me. So all that extra stuff that I build up and make up in my mind is just not real. It's hard because I see them through rose-colored glasses because that's literally all I see. I see their good characteristics because I don't even know them. So it's hard for me to think about anything negative about them. One thing I've started to do is make a list of things I would like in a potential partner. I'm not talking about what they look like or anything like physical. I'm talking about their personality traits. When I started making this list, I realized there are certain things that I want in a relationship that I don't even know if this crush has because I literally don't know them. By making this list, I'm able to see all of the things that I want in an ideal guy and help me realize my crush literally has none. Or maybe I just don't know if they have any of them. So they really aren't even deserving of this pedestal that I've put them on. They could literally be the most attractive person in the world, Ryan Reynolds. He could literally be Ryan Reynolds. But do you really know Ryan Reynolds in here? Do you know if he has a good heart? He probably does, but you don't know. I don't know about you, but I personally don't want to settle for someone. I want someone communicative, funny, smart, inspired. Does my crush have those things? Maybe. but I don't know yet. It's easier to take him off that pedestal when I put it in perspective. And another thing, putting them on this pedestal is a losing game because they probably feel uncomfortable there. Like, think about it. If there is a guy that's obsessed with you and you know that, and they're always texting you and asking you to hang out, do you even have a crush on them? No, you're kind of uncomfortable thinking, oh, me, I'm like, why would you put me on this pedestal? I'm not that great. Like, I have a lot of flaws. They're probably thinking the same thing. You don't even know me. Like, how are you putting me on this pedestal? I can't live up to this pedestal you've put me on. And it's uncomfortable. And you're putting off that energy of just like, you're amazing. But then they're like, I don't think I'm amazing. Don't put them on a pedestal. They don't even deserve it. Number 2, remember that you are the prize to be won. It's so easy to fantasize and dream about a love interest that you want, and then we forget how much of a catch we are. I'm so focused on this other person, making sure that they have interest in me, I forget that I'm interested in me. So like, who cares if they are, you know? Try to remember the reasons that you're so deserving of a healthy relationship, and someone that wants to be with you will communicate with you effectively. So you just waiting around for a text is like a losing game, because the person that's right for you won't make you wait. You'll know that they like you, so you don't have to be so worried. I found peace knowing that, well, okay, he probably wasn't the one. He didn't communicate effectively, so I'm over it. Gone. You're canceled. And on the flip side, if you have the confidence in yourself and love yourself, you probably won't need the validation of a text. I mean, I know that I said that I love myself and I like all of these things about me, but that doesn't help me from wanting the text from him and like wanting that validation. And like, there's nothing wrong with wanting that validation, but it gets hurtful when we need it or we pine for it. Anytime you realize that you're sad because he didn't text you back, remind yourself, hey, the right person will communicate with me effectively, and if he doesn't, you're canceled. You don't want that anyway. 3, chasing is a losing game. If this is a guy you like, you want them to chase you. But then it's also hard because when you're chased, it's like, ugh, I don't really want to be chased either. So you need it to be like a give and back and forth. But the issue comes around when we are the only ones chasing. Because when you're the only one chasing, it means that they're running away. And why would you want someone that's running away from you? Instead, I kind of want love to come to me. And honestly, I feel like when I'm waiting around for a text, I'm chasing. I may not be texting him or double texting him, but surely by not living my own life and letting someone else take over my thoughts and emotions, I'm chasing. So just do things that you enjoy. Pick up a new hobby, go for a run, do your thing. And I know this is the most cliche advice. I just rub my eyes and I have makeup on. I do that a lot. Don't wait for that text. When you do that, you're letting him know that you're not deserving of someone that communicates effectively. You might as well just have fun, do your own thing, and be present. And if this guy is meant to be, he will call. You don't need to be so in your head about it. 4, mantras help. Ideally, yes, we would all like to be chased, but how do we stop these obsessive thoughts? How do we stop letting them inject our minds? Well, last weekend, my friend came over to visit and I spent the weekend with her, and it was fun. It was amazing. But I still found myself thinking about this one guy, and I was like, every time I thought about him, I'm like, stop. Leave me alone. Stop intruding my mind. You don't deserve to be here. And I tried my best to stay present, and I really wasn't looking at my phone a lot. I wasn't, but a little part of my brain was still like, hey, think about this. Think about the thing you don't want to think about, but think about it. But then I just started to say this mantra: the right person will communicate with me effectively. This mantra really helps me to put things in perspective, bring me back, ground myself again. And I've said this before, I used to be so against mantras until I realized this mental negative loop that I've been in for so long. I need to consistently remind myself of the positive, better loop. It helps to remind me of what's true and ground me back on earth. Number 5, realize that the thoughts of them are just distracting you from what's really important. Remember when I said that I felt euphoria every time that they texted me? But I also noticed that every time I think about that, them, it's only when I'm not in a good cycle with myself and I'm not happy with myself. Whenever I start to feel scattered and unhappy about my life, I start thinking about them. And I think it's my brain trying to feel that euphoria that I feel when this person texts me. But honestly, it's a losing game, because even though my brain is trying to reach for this euphoria, the exact opposite happens. I actually feel worse about my current situation because I go back into the negative boy spiral. It's like from one negative spiral to a different negative spiral. So it's just like, but if we can recognize this and just remember to have fun with ourselves, there's no need for that euphoria that your brain's like looking for. Our brains won't protrude us with this person because we're living our best lives without them. So what's the thing that makes you lose time and not think about this person? Do that. They will hopefully finally disappear until they need to be in your brain. And that's literally what I'm just hoping for. And I'm telling you guys, it's gotten a lot better. I think about it less when I'm doing things that I enjoy and when I'm living my own best life. It's really hard to get over a crush. Like, I know it's so hard from personal experience, okay? Like, I've had many crushes, and the waiting game is just so daunting because you just want the security now. You just want them to like you the way that you like them right now. And I always hear all the time, just be present, just be with yourself and do you, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't stop me from still thinking about them. But really, I think that's the only thing that we can do, is explore what exactly we're avoiding in our own lives. And not everything needs to happen right now. There's no timeline. There's always enough time for a boyfriend, for a relationship. And honestly, when we're not living in the present and just doing our own thing, that's when we don't actually have enough time. We're so focused on something else, we're not living our life here. We are wasting our time. You're wasting your time. I'm wasting my time. And if we continue to go back to the truth, they might like you, they might not, but really, what's gonna happen if either situation comes to play? Literally nothing. You will still be the same person. We just need to stop wasting our time and live in our moment now. And crushes come and go. Like I said, I have a new one every week. So stop being so obsessive over the one person that you're thinking about right now. Go do something you enjoy and live your best life, you guys. It's not that deep, but I'm just trying to remind myself that I'm grateful for where I'm at right now, finding euphoria in the present moment rather than in something else. Let's just stop throwing ourselves a pity party. We're fine. There's really nothing wrong with being single, and honestly, I kind of love being single right now. It's fun, and it's given me so much time to just work on myself and work on things that I don't usually have time for, you know? So live your best lives, you guys. Thank you for watching this entire video. I'm impressed that you're here till the end. Every time, I'm really impressed, so thank you. This channel has kind of become this weird, like, hey, let me talk about things that I'm trying to work on, but this is all my journey to becoming the best version of myself. And if you made it this far, please let me know your favorite thing to do to take care of yourself and just be happy. Is it a hobby? Do you guys take yourselves out for dinner? I don't know. Let me know, because I need some ideas. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.